How's this Leo community doing today? My name is Soul Tigress, and I am here to relay a storyline to you with some hidden messages of positivity. So, automatically, before I start this reading, as I was shuffling, I definitely had pain in one side, but then I have an itch in another side. Is it like an itch to begin something different? You know, was there a pain that was holding you back? I don't know, Leo. Let's go ahead and explore. Let's talk with the Moonology cards. I like to begin the story sometimes with the Oracle set. So this is going to be the set we're going to begin this storyline with. So, how is the Leo community doing today? Our brothers, sisters, theys, and thems. I hope y'all are having a wonderful day so far, or have had a wonderful day. And don't forget, it's all in perspective, being thankful for our blessings. Being thankful for our blessings. All right, what is it that the spirit guides would like to bring out for Leo? A win-win outcome is forecasted. And that's going to be a full moon in Libra. And like I said, I had the two sides going. So there's definitely a balancing that needs to happen. And as we're saying that, your commitment is being tested, and the answers you need are coming. So your commitment's being tested is in a first quarter of the moon. So it could be in the first part of the new steps that you're taking. Okay? The answers you need are coming. That's a full moon in Gemini. And as you can see, that's a duality of energies. One has their eyes open, the other has their eyes closed. Okay? So there's something that's you've been waiting for. You've been waiting for day and night. Day and night, there's something that you're waiting for. Let's see what else wants to come out for Leo community. The mighty Leos, the brave Leos, the courageous Leos, the admirable Leos. Meditate and contemplate. Meditate and contemplate. I talked about this in the Pisces reading. And with Pisces, there is a polarity of energies, almost like a duality of energies as well. You have one energy that is the energy of, say, naiveness, freshness, newness. And then you have the other energy that is of wisdom, knowledge that has been gained. Okay? So it's stepping back and it's kind of, looking into that. What have you gained throughout the years? And this energy is going to gain momentum. It's going to gain momentum. That's what I was waiting for. Step out of your comfort zone. Step out of your comfort zone. I'm hearing trust your intuition. And this is the North Node. In some beliefs, North is wisdom, headed towards wisdom. So you could have been looking at a view from only one point of view and not the other. And it's bringing some wisdom into it. Feeling that energy that's gaining. There's a reason why it's gaining the momentum and the energy. And it's because it's something you care about. It's something you care about. One thing about Leos, y'all are tough. Y'all don't mess with y'all. Don't get on y'all's bad side, But Leos can be withheld. Just like any other fire sign when it comes to emotions. Okay, you could be withheld when it comes to emotions. Even with yourself. Okay. So maybe this is, sitting down with yourself and having a good talk with yourself, having a good journal entry. As I talk about this balance spirituality and practicality. To me, that says balancing that inner self. That inner self. Okay. Could it be like a wounded child thing? Could it be that something is weighing heavy on your mind and that this validation, the answers, are gonna have, you're gonna have to kind of go within and see what you need? Okay. All right. Anything else want to come out? Oh, that was a lot. I'm hearing don't give up. Don't give up. Communication is key. And that's a new moon in Gemini. And Gemini has the duality of the energies within themselves. Always seeing two different views. Okay, so that could be definitely coming into self, and being vulnerable with self. The end of a tough cycle approaches, full moon in Capricorn. Climbing that edge, that emotional cliff that not that you're avoiding, but what I hear to say is you have other things to do, or there's other things that you focus on. And another message is in the balsamic moon, this big one. It's time for healing. It's a time for healing. Almost like a somber sense I get with that. A somber sense, I think, Leo, it's bringing the focus back to within you. That's what I'm feeling. Not looking at it just from the one view, looking at it from a wisdom view, the view of the years of wisdom that you have gained, and it could be about contracts, relationships with people, work, friends, family, and how they didn't work out. And how they didn't work out. Anything else want to come out about? Yeah? This is something that has you hung up. Was it fair? That's what I'm hearing to say. Was it fair? Were you fair? Were they fair? Was it right what happened? I feel like you're trying to find a black and white answer to a situation. A black and white answer. Anything else want to come out for the present for Leo? Anything else want to come out for the present for Leo? Alright, let's flip it the other way. Anything else want to come out about the present? That's the thing about Leo. Y'all don't like to talk about those feelings like that. You don't like to show this vulnerable side. So it makes sense that this is going to be kind of a hard reading. This is something that's on your mind. And it's not on the immediate mind because your focus is somewhere else. Your focus is somewhere else. One more, let's see. Is it? There it is. It has to do with the direction that you've went in. Either went in, been going in, or still going in. It wasn't the harmony. It doesn't bring the harmony. You're really wrestling with this inside. I don't usually pull the bottom of the deck. I usually kind of just go forward. But I'm feeling a pull to really show, on the flip side, it has to do with emotions. It has to do with vulnerability, being open, you know, wrestling with your strength, you know, and not getting the outcome you wanted. The outcome you want. I have a feeling you didn't want it when you had it, or you didn't know when you had it. You didn't know. But now that this is gone, this is really making a difference. And again, this could be a person. This could be with a job. With the job, it could be like, you know, sometimes we hit plateaus with jobs. Sometimes we leave jobs for other ones. And then we're like questioning. We're questioning our choices. Okay. But there's something that you're definitely reflecting on. And it was a loss. Loss of a person, loss of a job. And, you know, you're trying to figure out what did it? What was my part in it, in a sense? And I have the Fool in reverse. And I have the Hierophant in reverse. I'm hearing, I just did what I thought was right at the time. I just did what I thought was right. And you've tossed this around. Like, you found light in it. You know it's in the emotions. You know it's how you feel. You know, and you feel there's a direction you need to go with it. But how do I go? I get a sense, how do I give myself permission? How do I give myself permission? I'm feeling like one more card wants to come out for the present. How do I give myself permission? Oh, Leo. All right. Anything else want to come out for the block? Anything else want to come out for the block this way? Okay. Ding, ding, ding. Anything else want to come out for the block? Yeah. It was choices you made from a naive perspective or an unknowing perspective. And these thoughts aren't ending. These thoughts are ending. You can work as hard as you can, but those thoughts are still catching up. Because that's, you know, we had a few swords already come out. So it's definitely something that's really in the thoughts. It's really in the thoughts. I feel like the emotions have been pushed aside because of the thoughts, you know. All right, let's talk about the block. Let's talk about the block for Leo. What is it with Leo? What is the block for Leo? This end of the tough cycle, a time for healing. Stepping out of the comfort zone. What is the block for Leo? There we go. There we go. All right. Ancestors, guides, please speak to us about the block for Leo. Oh, Leo, everything wants to come out. So this flipped one way and then it went boop, flipped the other way. So it jumped out in reverse and then it's going to the upright. Okay. And it's stability. It's bringing in, or it's having stability again. Okay. And that could be stability again with an employer, with a family member, with a partner. But that instability has blocked. It's blocked. I want to say it's the instability comes from you're not grounded in what happened. Whatever these end of the contracts were, You know, it's you're not grounded in those choices back then. Okay? And again, you're stuck looking at it from just one view. Yeah, and see, this came out sideways and it actually came out this way. All right. So it's could be changing a perspective, changing the view, you know, having grace with oneself. That's what the ancestors and guides just said. Now, having grace with yourself. Leos, you're so brave, you're so courageous, and you love to roar. You love to roar, you know. Have you been roaring at yourself? And we have the Page of Swords. As I said that, could there be something that you're using to cope with this situation? And I say that because this person is off going into a new direction. There's something that's bothering you. And when it came out, it landed on my wrist, and it landed on my wrist and sideways. So, I mean, could it be that you're using something a younger person would do, not such as a person of wisdom would do, to cope with it? And as I hear that, I'm feeling my right ear kind of mess off a little bit. You can use work as a coping mechanisms. We know that we can use all the bad stuff as coping mechanisms, you know. Never wanting to be at home, always being out, you know, because you're not comfortable in the stability, you know, of your internal environment could be a coping mechanism. Not being able to sit with oneself. Okay, Leo? And as I say that, that makes me feel sad. That's the emotions that are being brought on by that interpretation there. Okay? Anything else want to come out for the block for Leos? Are brave, are soft, are courageous, are admirable, are lovable Leos. All right. Anything else want to come out for the block? All right, these two. There's a situation that you're not seeing it for what it is. Have you ever heard that saying, if you hear hoofs, it must, how does it go? If I hear hoofs, it must be a horse. But it's one of those ones where it's like, no, it could be other things. Okay? You're hearing hooves, be open to the concept. It could be a zebra. You know, it could be a donkey. It could be some kind of other thing. All right? And that's what you're not seeing. And this thing that you're not seeing is what has a hold of you. You see how that hand is holding on to that person? It's not going to let them go. That's what's holding on to you. Okay. And this, you really got to step out the comfort zone. And I'm hearing to say, see it for what it is. See it for what it is. Have grace with yourself. Okay? We're all human. We're all human, and we're trying to get through this together. Okay? Situations happen for a reason. Okay? And again, it's to get you out of that comfort zone. Okay? And to be able to shed more wisdom onto you, but also from within you. And being balanced in that. You know, life, I could use a game as a metaphor if you like games and stuff like that. Or it's like when you start at the bottom end of the job. You're going to go through different tasks. You're going to go through different levels to get up higher. and higher or further. Okay? So this is what's happening is you're having another point where it's either you can go up, you can stay the same, or you can go down. But it comes at the expense of seeing it for what it really is. Stop distracting yourself. Stop distracting yourself and looking off into another way, because it's not working. No matter how much you throw your focus to everywhere else, this is still what's in your emotions. This is still what's in your thoughts. Okay? I feel like, I don't feel, this is what I'm hearing, is like it's almost like a losing battle within self. You feel like it's never going to change. But it doesn't, nothing ever cannot change. It's all in perspective. Once you change your perspective, things around you start to change. And a physicist named Max said that. And it's true. It's true. You just have to see it from another view. You know, communication is key. You know, seeing the duality of yourself, the immature choices you made versus the mature choices. You know, the wisdom that you're gaining. Okay? Some people can be really strong in their work life, but can have a lot of blocks, a lot of barriers when it comes to at home life. I'm going to put that out there. Because if you over here like, well, I got everything work right, blah, 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 blah. Look at a different part of your life. Look at a different part of your life. Okay? All right, Leos, let's go to the Shamanic Healing cards. Shamanic Healing cards. And see what your block needs. What is the advice from the divine energy, universal energy for your block? What is it? What is it? I'm still hearing have grace with yourself. That's that biggest thing. Have grace with yourself. You could dress yourself up nice, wear the nicest things, buy the nicest things, but having grace with yourself is priceless. Is priceless. Ancient wisdom. And it fell onto that Page of Swords. It fell onto the Page of Swords and the Eight of Wands in the direction you want to go. Okay? Getting down to the nitty gritty. You've learned a lot of lessons in life already, no matter what age you're at. Because again, we're all on different levels. We all have different situations. But looking at what you have learned and approaching the situation from that direction. This card fell onto the Death in reverse and the Five of Cups. Let's be truthful. What is it that we're not really seeing, that we have, you know, put curtains over? What is it? You know, how does that affect us? How is that still holding on to us, Leo? You know, asking those tougher questions. Okay, asking those tougher questions. And this falls onto the contracts, the Chariot in reverse, and that King of Pentacles, who is, you know, reflecting on all of that. What's that say? Healing energy. Healing energy. That's with self. That's with self, because there's one handprint there. You know, it comes from within. It comes from having grace with yourself. Psychic development. Trust your intuition. Trust your intuition. Okay? Trust it, because it's in the wisdom. It's in the wisdom. If you had a gut feeling about something, a person, a situation, you know, reflect on it. Really reflect on it. Here we are. That's what we need. That's what y'all need, is an emotional release. Having grace with yourself, saying it's okay. It's okay I made mistakes. It's okay I was young and naive. It's okay. You know, and that fell onto this one in reverse. Masculine energy. Is there a masculine energy that didn't show up for you? And if now it makes you feel like you didn't show up for others? Masculine energy is one of development too. You know, this could be developing your wisdom, stepping into that structure you built with your wisdom. You know, that wisdom's going to bring on that new healing energy, and that's what that wanted to fall towards. You know, why didn't these contracts work? Why didn't these contracts work? And I'll tell you what, right here, right now, if you really look at your lineage, okay, I'm going to finish this. If you look at your lineage, you'll see that there are cycles. A lot of times what a parent will go through, a child will go through, and such forth down the line, or such forth that has been done up the line, okay, meaning grandparents, great-grandparents, and stuff like that. Is there a history in family, in work? You know, I'll even throw out in medical-wise. Is there a history of something that has been repetitive? Okay, if there has been a history, then this could be your calling to heal it. And it starts within you. You're that trailblazer, all right? Because you're the courageous one, Leo. You're the courageous one, okay? I can't fully say because the cards only give me so much. Guidance gives me so much. This is for you to interpret, you know, for you to meditate on, okay? But as I was talking about ancestry and inheritance, what we inherit, let me say it that way. This card came out. Transformation. Transforming this, you know. That's what's going to happen. When we heal, we transform a lot of different parts of us. We transform in a little bit of our thoughts, a little bit of our emotions, a little bit in the way we move, you know. So let's look at it that way. Once you start to bring in this healing energy, Leo, you know, and how it has to do with masculine energy, you know, and really getting down to that wisdom that you've gained and releasing, being truthful and releasing, being vulnerable, letting it go. It's okay to let it go. I'm telling you, it is okay to let it go. Ancestors, guides, divine, they all give you permission to let it go. Now it's up to you to give yourself permission to let it go. Because I'm going to tell you what, right now, this is what's holding up your happiness. This is what's holding up you stepping out with a smile, or even feeling happy about wanting to be happy, or being happy, or laughing. You know, I feel a great sense of sadness in Leo. A great sense of sadness. Okay. So the biggest message, Leo, is to give yourself permission. Give yourself permission to let this go. You know, give yourself permission to communicate with yourself, to really look at it. Okay. Not just from one perspective, but from the wisdom that you gained as well. Again, you're never too old. You're never too young, you know, to bring in truth to situations that are holding you back. Okay. All right. So I have the White Light Oracle to round out the reading. White Light Oracle to round out this reading with some final messages from the divine energy. All right. Beautiful. All right. Leo, brothers, sisters, thems and theys. You made it through this reading. This is a very beautiful community. Don't forget how much courage you have. And don't forget how many people admire y'all. They admire y'all so much, And once you start to step in this direction, like I said, all those people that are admiring you are going to feel a shift in you. You're going to feel a shift in yourself. And like I said, giving yourself permission to be happy. I feel like we make a lot of poor choices. And there's a lot of reasons that we could be making those poor choices. Nobody's perfect. And sometimes we make poor choices because there was lessons that weren't taught to us. All right. And when we start to reflect on those poor choices, that's how you know you're starting to learn a lesson. A lot of lessons have to be learned from self. Okay? A lot of lessons have to be learned from self. All right. Let's see. Anything want to come out? There it is. It's two of them. Woo, woo, Leo. All right. So I have 7 blessings of Eve. 7 blessings of Eve. All right, let's see what this one is. Number 7. There it is. A spiritual gift shall enter your heart and manifest as a blessing in your life. You have talents and abilities which will support your soul in full, glorious manifestations. You have been blessed with beautiful divine destiny to fulfill. You have natural healing ability. Choose your thoughts and words so that they reflect what you truly wish to put out in the world, because your influence is stronger and further reaching than you realize. Boom. I like that. Boom. Boom. It's only going up from there. That's why I say it's only going up from there for you, Leo. All right? Once you get to the spot with yourself, and work through this lesson. All right. Ayan Sof Aru. Excuse my English. All right. So let's see. Number 22. A way through the struggle has already been created for you, and you're being led onto that path. Your authentic soul path may include recognition, acclaim, notability, success, and admiration. Be grateful, but do not be dazed or distracted by such experiences. Focus on what connects you to your heart and grounds you into simplicity and spiritual truth, which is the practice of love, kindness, and peace. This will allow for all successful progress in the material world without disturbing the sanctity of your soul. Beautiful. Beautiful. Leo, you're not a bad person. That's what I've been trying to tell you. You're not a bad person. You made choices, and those choices were only in one part of the polarity. See it from the other part of the polarity, the wisdom. Okay? This was a really beautiful reading, Leo. It's all spelt out. I hope you enjoyed this story, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you so much.